And now let's turn it to, but what makes that mutation more prevalent? And that is important aspect of the causation of cancer. So that process of cancer forming we call as a carcinogenesis, the initiation of cancer formation. And there are different kinds which can lead to this, such as chemical carcinogen. So certain chemicals are likely to cause further mutation in the DNA. And another is radiation. Especially ionizing radiation can easily cause DNA mutation, and that may lead to carcinogenic process. Or even some virus is known to cause cancer. So in the history, earlier times, we consider virus may be the dominant factor, which turned out not to be true, but still some viral infection and persistent infection can cause cancer. So in the end, in these certain genes, especially oncogene and tumor suppressor genes, the mutations in these genes are the primary cause of cancer. So mutations is very important. And now let's look at some of this data that what causes cancer. You can see a lot from diet, tobacco, smoking, and sunlight, and viruses, and occupational, and alcohol drinking. So what's very interesting here is these mutation causing factor is a lot from environment, such as diet and obesity and smoking and infections and ionizing radiation. And even our lifestyle of stress and lack of physical activity, and sometimes environmental pollutants such as asbestos inhalation. You see this is an example of asbestos used for the ceiling of a house or building, but that turned out to be not good for your lung because it can cause a lung cancer. So let's look at in this aspect. In fact, we can make this as an environmental factor as even over 90%. So in terms of cancer, we can consider in the end the cell genetic mutation which causes an proto-oncogene into oncogene, or the mutations in tumor suppressor genes can cause cancer, but that changes are responsible from majority by inappropriate lifestyle or environment, which is very important for us how to prevent our cancer. So on the other hand, then the rest of genetic factor is only accounts for 5 to 10%. So for example, there is a BRCA mutation. So BRCA mutation 1 and 2 are known to be responsible for high occurrence of breast cancer or ovarian cancer. However, the carrier of these mutations are actually pretty rare. So less than, let's say, 0.3% of populations are carriers of genetic mutation, which has a large effect, of course, in increases the cancer risk. However, this heredity cause is not that much, like less than 10% of all cancer. So we have some control. So here's a part of the conclusion from the New England Journal of Medicine about the causation of cancer from the twin study in European countries. So this is part of the conclusion. I'll read it, go with you. Inherited genetic factors make a minor contribution to susceptibility to most type of neoplasms. So their finding indicates that the environment or our lifestyle has the principal role in causing sporadic cancer.